Hey guys, feeling a little giddy, a little bit giddy. I hope you can hear me okay. Maybe I should turn off this headset so that you can hear me well. All right, so according to the latest research, there have been double-blind crossover studies, peer-reviewed in medical journals, that demonstrate that network marketing should be done with a one product focus. Now, what I mean by that is, what is a one product focus? Usually what appeals to you about a network marketing company is you had an experience with one of their products. True? Okay. Well, in my experience, like, let's talk about the history of my company, for instance. Okay. My company, when we started, we had one product. One. And, that's generally how they all start. But it can't be just like any product out there. It's got to be a product that you really can't get anything like it anywhere else. It can't be a Me Too product. It's got to be a product that actually is very unique, that's very different. And if it's going to do well, it has to be of the utmost quality, because it's going to have to deliver. Because pseudoscience and, all of that psychosomatic type effect, it will only take you so far. Hype will only take you so far, whether it's around product results or whether it's around money hype. It's only going to take you so far. So you had better have a product that is legitimate, that fills a need and is a solution for people. Ideally, you have a product that knocks people's socks off. Ideally, you have a product that people have an aha moment, that is so transformational, that works so fast, that produces a fast, measurable result, something that is undeniable, something that causes them to form an emotional attachment to your product. If you don't have that, then you're like everybody else. If you don't have that, you're competing with all the other products that you find at all the other places and all the big box stores and all the health food stores and online. If you don't have a product or a concept that knocks people's socks off and creates that emotional response, what do you really have? You got to have a story too. There has to be a story around the product itself. The story has to be there. Without the story, what do you really have? Now, in our case, we started out Isagenix 18 years ago. And 18 years ago, there was a story. It was John Anderson, the mineral man in the nutrition industry. John owned one of the largest private label manufacturing facilities in the world, and he had been doing massive business for many years. The guy was worth mega bucks. He's one of my favorite people in the world. He's like an uncle to me. And John came out of retirement. He was very well-to-do, unbelievably well-to-do, one of the most wealthy men I know and have ever met. And John comes out of retirement. In fact, I wrecked John's Hummer when I was 16. Just to give you an idea, he had a Humvee, and I drove it, and I wrecked it. Not a lot of people know that, okay? But John is something special. John is a dreamer, and everything that John touches turns to gold. Well, John developed this nutritional cleansing technology as a result of, a personal health crisis that he was dealing with, and he wanted to give back. And so he utilized this unique system, and it's 242 ingredients, and they're all geared towards toxicity from everything we encounter and what's in our foods and so forth, nutritional deficiency, the problem we're having with obesity in America, and stress, and so forth. And so John invents this, this concept. Well, initially they were going to share it as a rapid fire weight loss system because it was working. I mean, people were dropping significant amounts of weight quickly. And that's the way that was introduced to my parents. And then what happened was my father, took a close look at the formulation and he said, "My gosh, have you seen how many powerful cleansing properties you've put into this technology?" And of course, John said, "Yes, I know." But my dad said, "Well, why don't we market this as, nutritional cleansing with a side benefit, a healthy side benefit of weight loss?" And the company embraced my dad's concept. And then Jim and Kathy Coover, they were the ones running all the business side. I mean, they, CEO, president, vice president of sales, and they were the ones managing everything because they had a career in network marketing on a corporate side. So it was like all these pieces perfectly aligning, right? Well, so the product gets out there. And initially, John sent these systems all over the place because he thought, I just got to see, I think I've discovered something miraculous. He's sending them all over the place. And you know what happens? All the results come pouring in. And my mom was one of those very first Isagenix results that came in. It was unlike anything you'd ever seen. The results were mind-boggling. It was unbelievable. Okay? Well, over time, of course, we came out with more and more and more products. The company grew like crazy. But if you're to trace back what got the company on the map, what is it that really was our niche? We were the company that discovered nutritional cleansing for healthy weight loss. Okay, that was our niche. That was our product. That's what everybody knew us as. It was recognizable. It was simple. It was duplicatable. And I just want to say, in my experience, no matter how many products a company has, you could have 30 products, 50 products, 100 products. You could have, one of the big boys and have hundreds of products. But if you are going to be effective in terms of moving forward, getting people excited about the potential of sharing those products with others, it all has to be based on what? A result. You have got to have a personal result with that product. That's why I think it's so funny when people say they're going to market on the front end the business, money, because unless I don't know. I mean, for me personally, for Crystal, for my parents, unless we've had a personal experience with something, we don't want to talk about it. Unless we've had a personal, meaningful, powerful experience with something, we don't want to share it with other people, right? So because my parents had such a significant result, a lot of people don't know this, but they lit the world on fire. I watched my mom and dad for 2 consecutive years, and all they did, all day, every day, I mean, they already worked like dogs. They were already self-employed, so half days were their normal. 12-hour days, working, that was normal for them my whole life. That's all I saw. But now it was, 14, 16-hour days for 2 consecutive years. And what were they doing? They felt like they discovered something that was magical, and they just wanted to get that in as many people's hands as humanly possible. Why? Because of what it did for my mom's health, because of what it did for her. Okay, it really made a difference for her. That's where it's at. Where is it at? The result. But you've got to have a product focus, because if you don't have it, then you don't know who you are. And if you don't know who you are in network marketing, you get lost. You're thrown in with everybody else. What are you? And people say, well, we're a nutrition company. All right. But in network marketing, you've got to know your niche. What is your niche? See? Now, if you said to me, what is our niche? It's one of the reasons that with ER Shred, what we're doing is we're taking the concepts that Crystal and I have gathered over the years that have been so meaningful to us and made such a difference. And some of those concepts I've known for 18 months, and some of those concepts I've only known about for 3 months. And some of those, and you know, there's other concepts that I've known for a very long time and just didn't even think about incorporating them. But the bottom line is the convergence of these concepts. It basically takes that initial, that 11-day nutritional cleansing regimen that we had in the beginning, and it like supercharges it. And it actually teaches people how to eat right, and it gives them power and empowerment to overcome all the toxic culprit foods and all the cravings, and actually to get their life in order and gain control. It's so exciting that I can't even stand it. Like, I'm losing sleep at night, because when you get people on these, if you haven't seen from the testimonials we're sharing, it's different. It's not just people saying, hey, yeah, good. I dropped 6 pounds and dropped a couple inches off my waist. Yeah, feeling good. Thanks. No. Like many people are saying how life-changing this is when you adopt all the convergence of concepts that make ER Shred what it is. And it's my belief wholeheartedly, I'm going to say this with absolute full confidence, that this concept is going to explode all over the world, and it's going to be even bigger than the original nutritional cleansing concept that my father shared with Isagenix. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm thinking, well, you know, all I'm saying is I can see magic. I've seen magic before. I've seen it before. But this goes beyond that. And to think that this was born of my own personal health crisis is, I have to tell you, you know, I left my faith. And that was my faith of the faith of my life and my family. And you know, you feel at odds, and you've been told your whole life that without that faith you don't receive inspiration, that you're not worthy of it, that you won't have that guidance. You actually believe you couldn't be an instrument. And I have to tell you that this concept gave me back my life. And that's how special it is to me. This concept gave me back my life. And all Crystal and I want to do now is share that forward. And I can see now why my parents did what they did. I can see it now. I can interpret it now. It was a labor of love. And when they would get on the stage, and I was only 20, 21 years old, and they'd get on the stage and they would share these presentations, and they would say to people, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. I can see what they were meaning now, because you can always make money, and you can make money doing all kinds of things. But when you're really helping people, if you can make money while really enriching people's lives, that's where it's at. That's golden. So I hope you can understand why we're so passionate about this concept. In order to have duplication in network marketing, you have to know who you are. You have to know where you came from. You have to have a focus. You understand? If you don't, what are you? What are people rallying around? Do people know who you are? Do people know what you are? Do people know what you're all about? When you tell people what you are, can they interpret it? Do they see it? Do they understand? Do they see your niche? Or are you just another nutritional company? It's too many of them out there. Look at them all. What are you? That's what I'm talking about. We are going back to our roots. We know who we are. We know what made us special. We know the niche that we carved out. We're going back to our niche. We are going back to our roots. And as a result, I mean, my goodness, we are not just making it better. Guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. You could tell people all day how to ride a bike. Explain it to them, tell them how to put those feet on the pedals. You could tell them how to, get some momentum so that you have some stability. Tell them till you're blue in the face. Until they get on that bike and get going and pick up those feet, they'll never learn to ride a bike. They'll never know. It's through experiential learning, okay? You have to be emotionally involved in it. And I'm telling you, you think you knew Isagenix? You think you knew that process? You don't know it. You don't know it. And you won't know it until you try it this way. And it's so simple on the surface, and all you think is, oh, they got meat meals. Oh, they got collagen bone broth on cleanse days. Oh, they're incubating their shakes. Oh, they got fat adaptation. And you look at it on the surface, and you conceptually, you probably think, well, it's still just that thing that I tried years ago, or, it's still just... Guys, this goes so far beyond weight loss, it's not even funny. Holy crap. I'm telling you right now, it is nuts. You ever seen the movie Limitless? Go watch the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. And he takes a pill. And all of a sudden, things just make sense. And the brain is functioning. The brain is working. He can interpret things. He can understand things. He can retain information. You guys, you got to try it. You've got to just try it. And then you'll see what we're talking about. When you have that, I'm telling you right now, I've been in the nutrition world my entire life. I've always been in the nutrition world my entire life. It's all I've ever been around. It's all I know. I was living in an office as a kid. Ask my parents, they know. I grew up in an office. Every day after school, I'd go hang out at the office, and I would shrink wrap brochures, and I would stock shelves, and I would tape packages shut for shipping. I mean, this is all I did growing up. And the other thing I did was I grew up 3-4 days a week going to meetings. Meetings. And it's funny because once I was about 21 years old and I got involved in network marketing through Isagenix, people would say to me, how is it that you're so proficient at communicating with older people? That's because I grew up at meetings my whole life. I grew up going to meetings my whole life, all the time. Meetings. That was my normal. It's all I knew. And I'm telling you right now, even with Isagenix the way it was originally, and it was magic, and it became this $8 billion company as a result of what? As a result of a story and as a result of a concept and a niche. One product. We're going back to that sucker, baby. But it's better. It's better than you could ever possibly imagine. And it gives you power. It totally makes you bulletproof. It gives you willpower you never knew existed. Blow your mind. The control that you'll have over your life, over your thoughts, over your decisions, your dietary habits, your motivation. Guys, come on. Try it. What have you got to lose? I hate saying there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. I hate that. Why do I hate that? Because it sounds like sales, and I hate sales. Sales is gross to me. From this point forward, mark my words, I will never enroll another person on auto ship and network marketing on the front end when they first get started. And I haven't. The last 40 people that I enrolled in the ER Shred, not one of them on auto ship. Why? That don't make no sense. That's like the nitty-gritty yucky stuff about business. That's not what we're doing. I want to help people. I'm not worried about their next order. If they want to order again because they love the Isoline Pro shakes and they're like, that's a food source. Collagen bone broth, that's a food source. And I want to try this. And if they want to do that, that's up to them. If they ask me questions, I'll assist. But guys, I ain't putting people on freaking auto ships for products they never even tried before. I find that offensive when people do that to me. That's the icky, yucky, gross stuff about network marketing that needs to change. My opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion. I have faith. I have confidence that you're going to get such good results on our one product focus, and you're going to keep seeing those Isoline Pro incubated shakes and that collagen bone broth as a rock solid food source. And I have faith you're going to feel so good on that ER shred, that 11 days, that at a minimum, you're going to want to repeat that process every season. Fall, winter, spring, summer, like clockwork, probably the rest of your life. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I'm going to do it like an oil change. And it's going to keep this body functioning at a high level, feeling firepower, feeling control, feeling empowerment, working like a fine-tuned machine. Oh, man. So that's where we're at, guys. No hype. No sales. What have you got to lose? And then if you decide that your results were so good, like so many of you have already come to me, hey, my results were so good, my sister wants it, my coworker wants it, my brother wants it, my sister wants it. I might have said sister twice. I am on reset day 2, so bear with me. Guys, you got referrals? Then you can be in business if you want to. If you don't want to be in business, I could care less. It's not what this is about for me. I got enough money. What this is about is helping people. And if you want to join us in that mission and that cause because you feel so good and you see the value and you know there's a need out there and we need to help people, then please do join us in that effort. Refer people to us and thank you for that, or help us do it. Help us keep this moving out, because this has got to go all over the world. That's our vision. That's our vision, baby. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you just got to go. You just got to do it to know. Okay. Give you an idea. My mentors. 4 out of the 5 mentors that I went to with this concept, 4 out of the 5. These are people that are most of them are a lot older than me. One of them is my age. 4 of them are older than me. And significantly older than me. These are people that I look up to in business. They have trained me. They have coached me. I am what I am because of them. Their thoughts are in my body. It's in my DNA. It's in my genes. The way I was trained, you'll never get it out of me. Okay? You'll never get it out of me, because I'm all about product results, and I'm all about people, and I'm not about money. Now, with that in mind, 4 out of my top 5 mentors, I took this concept to them. And 4 out of the 5 shut me down. I don't say this to boast, but that's how crazy it sounded to them. They probably thought that Crystal and I were nuts. And in fact, we tried to launch it initially with a call, and we had like 50 people on, and it was just a mess. I called it a shit show, because we didn't know what we were doing. We were just trying to, we knew how good we were feeling. We didn't know how to share that with people. We didn't know how to package that and how to, and then it's crazy to think how it all clicked. Go back to your roots. Remember what made you what you are. Why not take that same concept that puts you on the map and leverage all those incredible concepts that have, gosh, you guys, it's unbelievable what is happening. I'm just thinking about how it all came together, and it's just like, it is very humbling. It is very unbelievable. But the bottom line is, it's more than you think it is. Mark my words. Hey, mark my words. You keep watching, and if you doubt us and you doubt what's happening and you doubt this concept, you watch what our team's going to do with this. All us shredders. You watch what we do. You'd be crazy not to join us. You'd be crazy. You'd be stupid not to join us. My opinion. Because that's how I feel about it. So why would I be focused on anything else? I was doing other things. I was doing another deal over, not network marketing, but I was doing another investment deal over here. I was building this over here. 3 or 4 things I was doing. Why? Because I wasn't passionate about this. Look what this has done for my passion. Look what it's done for me. Why? Because it works. Because I feel right. Because it gave me back my life. I'm 100% focused on this now, all day, every day. It's what we're doing. It's what we're going to do it for the next 12 to 18 months, see where we're at, but that's the commitment. Out of control. Watch. Just watch us. Watch me and my wife and my team. Watch what we do. You're going to like it. You're going to love it. You're going to want to join us. It's exciting. Do you have a one product focus in what you do, or do you operate from a buffet style approach? Hey, flash the jacket open. Look at all these watches I got for you. What do you want to choose from? We got this over here. We got this over here. We got this over here. Do you literally like open up a catalog and you go, hey, you might want this pack, or you might want this pack, or there's this pack, or there's this product, or there's this product? Do you realize how defeating that is? Do you realize how awful that is as a representative to have to do that? That sucks. It's the worst. And because you're not specializing at one thing, you never really get that good at it. But even if you did, you're sending a horrible message to the people that you're sharing with. Why? Because they're going, I don't want to do that. It's gross. I don't want to have to flip through that catalog and try to figure out all those orders and make people confused about what they need to get. I'm going to tell you something I've seen in network marketing. Nothing worse than when people say something like this, and I've seen it with all these companies. If you want to get involved at the highest level, you'll get this pack up here. You get this pack up here. It's always the most expensive pack they offer, of course. It's always the best experience, of course. It's a given, right? Just happens to be the most expensive. Just happens to pay out the biggest introductory bonuses. Just coincidence. The best pack, the pack that if you don't get it, they make you feel like something's wrong with you. Oh, you can't afford that? Oh, okay. Oh, times are tough? Okay. We'll tell you what, we'll downgrade you. We'll downgrade you. You, because you can't afford what is really good and what is the best, the maximum experience you could possibly have. We'll downgrade you. You can get this one here. And then people go, damn, I can't even afford that. Oh, really? We'll get you the bare bones pack. Bare bones? What the hell? Bare bones? Somebody gonna fork out $200-300 and you're gonna refer to it as bare bones? $200 to $300 for most people is quite a bit of money that they are taking out of their expendable income, and you're gonna that's the compliment you give them for their investment. You got the bare bones pack. Let me tell you something, guys. You get this ER shred, it's about $250, $260 with the shipping and whatnot, and it's gonna blow your freaking mind. It's gonna blow your mind. That's all you got to invest. $200 to $300. And I'm not going to sit there and act like, oh my God, you couldn't afford this over here. Like, we'll give you the bare bones. No, ER Shred ain't no bare bones pack. ER Shred is you are getting max value for your investment. And we appreciate your hard-earned money being invested in our products. Thank you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you so much. And it's a great investment you're making. There is a money-back guarantee. However, it's my belief that it's there, but I don't think you need it, because based on what I'm seeing, you're going to thank us. You're going to thank us, and it's our privilege to share it with you. And we hope that you'll join us in sharing with others, not because we want to make money off you and your friends. No. because person-to-person marketing is highly effective. You wouldn't refer it to your friends unless you believed in it. And that's why network marketing, the relationship business, is so effective. In fact, Jim Coover, the founder of Isagenix, I've heard him say from the stage so many times, and it touches my heart every time you say it, Jim, thank you. He says, thank you, all of you, for lending us your credibility. Whoa, man. Every time he says that, I'm like, he gets it. He understands. Like, that's what we're doing. When we share ER Shred with people, we are lending our credibility that we have created with our friends, with our coworkers, with our family, with all our associations. We're lending that to our network marketing company. And lucky for me, I've got a company that is ethical. I've got a company that does things right. I've got a company that listens to their distributors. They don't just do things and then say, okay, this is what we're doing. They don't just form like a field advisory board of their favorite people and just, run things by them, knowing that they're just going to get yes, sir, yes, ma'am answers from those people. They actually know that without the field, you ain't got a company. See? Without the NBA, hey, without the fans, what do you got? What you got? What you got without the fans? What you got without the fans? Who's spending the money? Can't have a horse race if nobody's betting. Woo! Good times. Love being with you guys. This is fun stuff. We are going to light the frickin' world on fire. Come with us, baby. Let's go do it. Oh, yeah.